Hey, audio nerds, hello. So, I'm going to be talking about a remix I did for Lady Madonna. You know, Lady Madonna, the Beatles. Um, I did a cover version of that, which was a fairly close to the original thing. I think I tried to make it as close as possible, to be honest with you. So, I spent quite a bit of time analyzing the original. And I actually found some clips on YouTube, and I can't remember where they were. I'll try to dig them out and put them in the description if I remember. But it was a breakdown of some of the vocal harmonies and what the Beatles did to emulate some of that stuff. I thought it'd be really good fun just to take you through this remix because there's some good stuff going on here. And also, I noticed that a lot of these parts are still in MIDI. So luckily for you and me, we can look at the instruments that I use to make the sounds. So let's start off with this one. What I will say, this was kind of like really rushed together, this remix. I did this remix for the outro of the video. The video is a lot of fun. I'll put a link to the video. In fact, click this link here and you can go off and find it. And I did it in a church with some mates, the music video. But I really like the mix I did for that music video. So this was the remix, and it was just kind of, I don't know, I just made it up as I went along, so I'll make it up as I go along now. So first of all, we're starting off with that iconic riff. Now that riff starts here, right? Which is just here. Look at that, all MIDI. And it's all on the grid. We're at 110 BPM. Look at that, all on the grid, apart from a couple of sort of slurred notes here. You know what I mean? They're not quite on the grid, are they? But this part, I actually gave this to Matthew, thank you for this. And he sent it back. Now, if I was not mistaken, I think it looks like he went over to some kind of MIDI MIDI part website and said Lady Madonna keys and downloaded and gave me and sent over the MIDI part. And there you go, mate. Because it was so on the grid and so perfect, it was like, what? But anyway, maybe he didn't. He could play on the beat anyway, perfectly if he wanted to. But these little slurs I added in. Oh shit, I don't want to delete that. I added them in. These little bits, they weren't in the original MIDI. These little slurs. Anyway. But you can do that, right? There's loads of sites that have MIDI parts. You can just go along and you can download the MIDI part and you can put it in your DAW and play around with it. In terms of sound, you know the original one is like a piano, and it's on the original record of the Beatles, it's a real compressed piano, not much bottom end, not mid-range like this, right? Really compressed, beautiful sound, and I love it. And I tried to emulate that on the original track I did. But for this remix, I went for a Fender Rhodes, is it? I think. Let's have a look what we got here. We've got this Scarby Pianette. With this reverb setting. It's without reverb. With reverb. So that's Scarby from Native Instruments. Beautiful sound, right? Retro vibes on that one. And then we come in with this part. Well, there's two parts that come in there, isn't there? So this is the way I was thinking about remixing this. There's two parts that come in there basically. Is this, the brushes come in. These parts, right? Oh, it's so beautiful, aren't they? And you can see they're MIDI. It's all MIDI still. Didn't print any of this. And these are kind of shuffled by the looks of it. Is it shuffled? Yeah, not quite on the beat. And for that, I used the what was that I used? That's a Native Instruments drum kit, which is a Abbey Road vintage drummer. I think that's the only Native Instruments drum set that comes with brushes. Love that. It sounds so authentic and real, doesn't it? You can see I've muted out a lot of stuff, really. It's really only the overhead and the rooms channels that are doing anything there. But I love that though. It's great sound, isn't it? And with that, simultaneously also comes in a part that my good friend Matthew Johns, check him out, Matthew Johns. What a keyboard player. So these parts. And these are obviously chopped up, right? I just chopped them up. Too much. Take it back. No, I think that's just, is that straightforward? Or maybe there's some effect on it. Yeah, I put some effect on that. I put a bit of EQ. Oh, there you go. Yeah, quite a bit of chunky EQ thrown on that. Basically carved out all the low end and all the top end, so it's just the sort of low mid range up to 1K and over the top a bit. I take it off. You can hear a lot of the bass come in, right? Back on. Mid range here, and this CLA effects. Take that off. Big difference. Lovely sound still, but different. I think that was from Matt's Nord, probably. Is that right, Matt? You let me know in the comments, bro. So that's a stinking effect, just to give it a load of punch and presence. Lovely. So those are the two parts that come in there, right? There we go on. Lady Madonna. Yeah. Lady Madonna. Lady Madonna. So bass is entered. Bass is this one. No, it's the keys. Where's the bass? Where did I put the bass guitar? There's vocal, of course, but there's this. Lady Madonna. Lady Madonna. That one, which is a Razor bass. Nice. All straightforward MIDI lit on the grid, is it? Yeah, bit of shuffle, bit of displacement here with a bit of shuffle. Give it a bit of swing, swingy, swing. Liking that. What else came in? Oh, this. Hats came in. Oh, a lot of shit came in, right? The snare came in. And that doesn't sound anything like vintage. That's like a kind of new school sort of trappy thing, isn't it? What is that? That's battery. Swag snare. And I got my favourite little snare buzz plug-in on. I love that. Compressor. Charm reverb. Do it without. With. a transient master. That's cool like that. I don't know why. What else did I do? And I had the brushes are there. We had the brushes on the hats. Nothing fancy going on there, is there? What's that? Oh, maybe a little bit fancy. Interesting enough, I've got the battery here after the EQ and the charm, so I must have just preferred it without. Fair enough. Nice bit of... You can hear that kind of as well as the So let's just listen to the drums soloed then. Yeah. So this kick beef. Kick beef. I love kick beef. What is kick beef? It's got to be battery something, isn't it? My thumps. Alright, fair enough. And ooh, bit of radical EQ on that, right? Bit of low end increasing in, bit of scooping out to make room for the bass guitar, and then a bit of top end for a bit of click and presence. Interesting enough, this bass drum, I don't tend to do this anymore. This was just like a single bass drum, but it sounded alright. Sometimes what I'll do these days now is have two bass drums, maybe three. One is for the sub boom and the woomph. Then I'll have another one for the click, the top bit, and I'll balance the two. And sometimes, if like for a chorus, perhaps I might bring in the level of the top end one, bring in an extra bit of clickiness for the chorus, just so that it doesn't get lost. You know, when you start adding things as the song goes on, you can start losing some of the presence of the kick. So if you've got them over 2 or 3 tracks and you can control the different elements of the volume of the different elements of them in different parts of the track, you're in a good place so it doesn't get lost, you know. Let's go back to the drums. What else was there? That's it, right? Hats, brushes, snare, kick. Okay. Right, and then bass. Lady Madonna. Oh, vocals. Lady Madonna. This one. Lady Madonna. That's me singing. And so yeah, I sang all the parts in, as I always do. I don't ever sample the vocals from the original, really. It's always usually me. Lots of shit on that. Compressor. Lady Madonna. Looks like there's an auto tune I've thrown on. Lady Madonna. Nice. Lady Madonna. Yeah. Lady Madonna. Really tight EQ again. All the bottom taken out, all the top taken out. There's an SSL channel strip on for backing vocals. Lady Madonna. Anti-sibilance. Or sibilance. Lady Madonna. Taking away some of the sibilance. There's a valve. Oof, fucking hell. Excuse my French. That's driven hard, isn't it? Lady Madonna. That's driven to give it that real old school valvey, you know. Lady Madonna. Almost distorted. Nice though. Then we've got a CLA vocals airhead plugin. Lady Madonna. Let's try it without. Lady Madonna. With. Lady Madonna. Gives a lot of presence. And a transient. Lady Madonna. But I'm also hearing some delays and reverbs. What's going on there? So I'll look at the routing and I'm flooding that down onto track 55 and 57. And on 55 and 57, if we look at my mixing board over here, 55 and 57, look at that. Me changing screens and flipping things around. How cool is that? 55, 57 is 55 is the 7th heaven reverb. And the reverb, Lady Madonna, has got a low cut and high cut. right? So everything below 714 hertz is removed, so that's not being reverberated. And everything above 2.7K is being cut, so there's no high-end reverb. Lady Madonna. A bit of a pre-delay. So real tight sort of little small bandwidth of reverb going on there, so we don't clutter up anything in the rigs. And why did I say 57? 57, there's a delay going on, which is this. Hello, where are you? Hello? Hello? There you go. Yeah, this is a Native Instruments warm vocal delay. Lady Madonna. Vintage digital. Lady Madonna. Set to straight eighths. Lady Madonna. Nice though, isn't it? Lady Madonna. I like it. Lady Madonna. Yeah, Lady Madonna. Lady Madonna. Lady Madonna. Alright, moving on. Let's go on. Lady Madonna. So that vamp continues. Lady Madonna. Lady Madonna. For a while. Oh, and then we got a break. Nice break. That's nice, isn't it? I like that. I love that little pickup. I love that. There's a little tom in there, isn't there? Forgot that. Forgot to put toms in. Toms! Where's me toms? There it is. Look, little tom comes in, right? Dunk! Bosh. There. A singular tom. Boof! Sorry about the spitting. Right? I should get that going for a while, right? I like that bit. And then we're into this bit, which changes completely. Oh! So we've still got that key piano Fender Rhodes thing going. Or there's a tambourine or something. Let's go back to the drums. But this bit, the drums, there's this kind of. That's it, right, for the drums. So a lot of stuff drops out. It's just the kick drum. Same one, kick beef, and this tambo. Which is really kind of industrial, right? Combination of a bunch of those, which is Trill Raise. Trill Raise is a beautiful expansion pack from Native Instruments. And then we've got an EQ on it, a bit of bottom end taken out, and again the charm reverb. Off. On. Nice, eh? So that's that. Big strings here somewhere. That's that vocal. Wow, that's stonking hot, isn't it? What is that? That's an ooh-na-na kit from Battery. I like that a lot. Again, that's another Battery. What is that? Strive and Stride kit in Battery, which is another expansion pack, I believe. I think. Love that. Yes, yes, all sorts of shit going on here. Harmonies. See how they run. See how they run. And they are smashed to smithereens with effects, aren't they? Shit, what have we got on that? I put a EQ on, compressor, massively compressing it, a vocal warming thing, the valve thing, transient master, auto tune. What's that doing? Oh, it's not auto tuning; it's putting a duet effect on, so it's kind of doubling in it. And what's it doing? Changing the timing a little bit to make it sound like it's a duet. Take it off. See how they run. See how they run. And with the see how they run. It's almost one, right? And then there's this CLA vocals. Take it off. See how they run. And I'll see how. Yeah, it's beastly. It's nice though, isn't it? And as you can see, the vocals were all just sort of sung in. See how they run. Massively auto-tuned that one though. See how they run. Wow, they see how they run. And this one. See how they run. So they're smashed to smithereens with auto-tune. See how they run. And this one. See how they run. Oh, that's the auto-tune on the output doing all that, isn't it? Let me take that off a minute. See how they run. Yeah. See how they run. See how they run. Nice, aren't they? Put the auto-tune back on. See how they run. I like the effect of it. It's not supposed to sound like a human. Not really. And I noticed there is some kind of crash bang wallop with some going on, right? What is that? It's a cymbal. A ride. Old school. Big. Big and bold. I like it though, right? So there's that. And a bit of guitar, right? Where's the guitar coming in here? Guitar, where are you? I've called that rough funk riff. It ain't a rough funk riff. It's kind of down an arpeggio scale, isn't it? I did play these in though. But it's heavily affected, isn't it? I played it in. There's all sorts of things on there. EQ by the sounds of it and compression. Hello? Hello? Where are you? Oh, there's an auto-tune on that? Yeah, I think that's auto-tunes on there for tonality reasons to make it sound a bit tight and a bit squashed. Then guitar rig, 5. All sorts of shit flying around on that, basically effects. And then EQ, yeah, really band limited, right? Around 1K or so. 1K to 5K actually, I think. Take that off. Yeah, you hear all the bottom end? Too much. Put it on. Band limited. Nice. So there's that comes in, and then we're into this bit. Lady Madonna, oh, children at your feet. What's that bit? Oh, well, there's a little guitar bit there. What is that? Little funky. Nice. There's another bit in there. There's like a lead line, synth lead line. What is that?
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you managed to make ends meet. Lady Madonna.
There's obviously my vocal.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet.
But there's a
Lady Madonna.
Wah. I love that.
Lady Madonna.
Oh, and then went to some lovely sexy female. Sexy. What is that? I forget. That's another battery. Some kind of expansion pack. Nice. Alright. Yeah, that's it, right? Back onto that piece.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you managed to make ends meet.
And I think that's all the parts. Just don't say anything at the end.
Lady Madonna, children at your ends meet.
That's it. I think that's all. That's all. So,
Lady Madonna,
yeah, an interesting thing about some of these
Lady Madonna,
not guitar parts, these synth.
Madonna.
Those parts. Beautiful, right? That's what Matt played in, and he played a solo. Yeah, that's the other thing I didn't mention on the original one I did of this. There's like some solos. Matt played a solo, and then I sent it over. Said, "Hey, dude, put a solo on it." He goes, "Yeah, no worries, man." And it was a beautiful solo. Check it out. Check out the other version of it. And then I put guitar solo on as well, and it's a good guitar solo too. Okay, so I think that's about all. I hope you liked it.